Class 9, we were doing chapter number 7, reflection of light. Today I will tell you about the spherical mirrors. Now what are spherical mirrors? If you take a hollow glass sphere and you silver a part of it, then it becomes a spherical mirror. Like this, part AB here, a inner surface of the part is silver. So this becomes a mirror. Similarly, here the outer surface is silver. See, this outer surface of this part of the hollow sphere is silver. So it also becomes a mirror. So depending on the silvering of the inner or outer surface of the sphere, the spherical mirrors are of two types: convex mirror and concave mirror. Now in this figure, the right part X of this hollow sphere is silvered and coated on its outer surface, and it forms a concave mirror. When the outer part is silvered, then it is called the concave mirror. And here the left part of X, that means the inner part of this surface is silver. So this is called a convex mirror. So a concave mirror is made by silvering the outer surface of the piece of the hollow sphere such that the reflection takes place from the inner surface. And a convex mirror is made by silvering the inner piece of the hollow sphere such that the reflection takes place from the outer surface. Now some terms related to these spherical mirrors. Center of curvature. The center of the sphere of which the mirror is a part is called the center of curvature, and it is represented by the symbol capital C. Now what is radius of curvature? The distance between the center of curvature and the midpoint, that is called the pole. Midpoint of the mirror is called the pole, and the distance between the center of curvature and the pole is called the radius of curvature, and it is represented by the letter R. Now children, this line which is passing through the center of curvature and the pole, that is called the principal axis. And aperture, the plane surface area of the mirror through which the light rays enter and fall on the mirror. See this surface AB, this surface AB, that is called the aperture of the mirror. Now children, one more very important thing, that here the reflection of light is taking place, and like in plane mirror, the laws of reflection are same in spherical mirrors. And what was the first law of reflection? That the angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. So these laws are followed here in spherical mirror also. But where is the normal in these mirrors? See children, the line joining the center of curvature to any point on the mirror, this line, see the dotted line passing through the center of curvature, this is called the normal. Always the line passing through the center of curvature is considered as the normal. See, this is a concave mirror and this line is called the normal, passing through the center of curvature. This is a convex mirror. Center of curvature is here on the inner side, and the line joining the center of curvature and passing through a point on the mirror is called the normal. And suppose AD is the incident ray, it is falling at this point, is it reflected back as dB such that angle of incidence is always equal to the angle of reflection. Here similarly AD, this ray is incident at this point on the mirror, it is reflected back, making the same angle R as the angle of incidence I. So here also both the laws of reflection are followed. The second law was that the incident ray, the reflected ray and the normal all lie at the same point of incidence on the same plane. So they are all lying on the same point, on the same plane. Now children, see. Now see children, again I have drawn concave and a convex mirror, and I am explaining you what do you mean by the focus. Now this is a concave lens, silvered from outside surface, and the reflection will take place from the inside surface, and this is the center of curvature, and the line drawn through it is called the normal of the mirror. Now suppose the ray is incident. This is the incident ray which is parallel to the principal axis. It will fall at that point and it will reflect back, obeying the laws of reflection, that I equals to R. One more ray I have drawn, it is going like this, same parallel to the principal axis, it will touch it, reflect back and it will pass through it. And if I draw many rays, they all same point on the principal axis. This point is called the focus of the mirror. Thus, the focus of a concave mirror is a point on the principal axis through which the light rays incident parallel to the principal axis pass after reflection from the mirror. If the rays are parallel to the principal axis, after reflection they will all pass through the same point. This is called the focus. Let us see the case of convex mirror. Now the reflection will take place from the outer bulging surface. This is the incident ray and this is the normal passing through the center of curvature. It will reflect back, and when we will produce it backwards, it will pass through this point. One more ray I have drawn, same, it is parallel to the principal axis, it is reflected back, obeying the laws of reflection. This is the normal, and when you produce it backwards, it is meeting at this point. So this meeting point is called the focus of the convex mirror. But one thing is important, that this focus is real because the rays are actually meeting. But here the rays are not actually meeting. They appear to meet at this point. So this is called a virtual focus. Now the distance between the focus and the pole of the mirror is called the focal length. This is f, represented by small f. Similarly here also same. This is between the focus and the pole. And earlier I told you the distance between center of curvature and P is called radius of curvature. Now there is one important relation between f and r, that f is equals to r upon 2. Focal length of the mirror is always half of the radius of curvature. That means this point is the midpoint of this distance between C and P. So how will you differentiate between convex and concave mirror, children? That convex mirror reflection takes from the outer surface, but concave mirror the reflection takes from the inner surface. Concave is a converging. See, the light rays are converged, collected at one point. So it is called a converging mirror. And here the light rays are scattered. So this is called a diverging mirror. And this has a real focus, but a convex has a virtual focus. And the plane passing through the focus, that is called the focal plane. So children, you revise all these things, and the ray diagrams we are going to do in a next video.